Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to Dawn of Man in the, I don't know, I guess at this point it's a little settlement village of Frostlake? Yeah, that's a thing. Alright, so how are we doing so far? Well, I would say that we have gotten our economy together fairly well and we're making very good progress down the research tree. The biggest issue that I'm seeing is that we have a pretty low population for this stage of the game. And a big part of that, of course, is I've made some mistakes as far as letting people get killed by various animals, including the cave lions, or perhaps a disastrous attack against the mammoths that got 3 people killed. That really hurt, and I think that I'm going to be paying for that in the long run. Also, we have already experienced our first round of raiders, and that scares me a little bit, because I know they progress on their own level, but surely that means that our random AI enemies haven't already reached the Copper Age, right? That can't be, right? Right? So, I don't know. They'll come by every few seasons, and we're likely going to lose a couple of people in the process. But, as we kill those raiders, we should be gaining some additional prestige. And the more prestige that I have, I think, the more likely that people are going to want to join my colony in the first place and get me some extra population. So that's got to be priority number 1. Anything we can be doing that gets me more population is going to go a very, very long way to improve the overall outlook of this colony. We did fortunately unlock the technology necessary for domesticating sheep and goats, etc. So something we should probably do early on then is get ourselves a stable, which I don't think that's under storage. That'll be under residence? Yeah, we need to get ourselves a stable over here. And with some hay and such, I think we should be able to take care of those animals without too much trouble. But we also do need to be careful that when raiders come through, they are going to prioritize killing my animals, as well as a few other things, burning down certain buildings. But animals seem to be a pretty prime target for them for some reason. So, yeah, placing it on the outskirts might be a little risky. But we do have some hay at the very least. I think we'll be all right. Sooner or later, I'm going to need to get the fortifications up, and then we're just going to have to wall out. And if that means that I have a pretty small restricted area to work with and I have to expand a lot in the future, you know what, so be it. But, yeah, we got to keep our animals up and running and keep them safe. Okay, we have a little bit more knowledge. Do I want to go for pigs? Honestly, I don't think that pigs are particularly good in this game. Sheep are awesome. Cows get very good, especially in conjunction with the plows later. But I don't think pigs are really worth it. We could go for the pulse domestication. But I think out of the bunch, we may want to go ahead and grab the fortifications, just because I do think in the near-ish future, we are going to have to worry about another raid. And I like to have some defenses in position. For example, if I even set up, like, let's say, a simple watchtower over here or something, that would at least give the enemy a target to fire at without killing my people. And considering my population is currently at only 22, every little population that I can salvage actually could end up being really significant for me just to try and catch back up. So yeah, we'll place down a watchtower in a place where I think they might attack me. But obviously, in the near future, we want to have, like, proper walls. The problem is that's very expensive. Very, very expensive to do. Apparently, my animal population reached 10. Really? I guess it must include dogs. Yeah, it does include dogs. Okay, I was going to say, there's no way I have domesticated that many animals already. We actually do need to be careful not to have too many animals as well, by the way. That obviously could be pretty bad. If you go to resource limits, yeah, I don't ever want to have more than, let's say, probably 5 goats and 10 sheep, generally speaking. I don't think I ever want to have any pigs. If we tame any, that's fine. Now, taming animals is still quite good, even if we don't want to hold on to them, because it saves me a lot of transportation effort. Let's suppose we want to go and hunt down some boars, right? We kill the boars, then we have to walk all the way over there, get the meat, and bring it back. But if we were to tame them and bring them back over here, well, then that's just an easy slaughter, and it's actually a little bit more cost-effective to do things that way. Hello, muskox. You look so cute. I don't remember these being in the game before, but apparently they are. I'm going to go hunt them. And we already have enough knowledge. I'm really getting pretty good at gathering up knowledge, honestly. Now that I've played the game a bit, I kind of know what to do, and it's helping me quite a bit. Flax would be very good, but I'm going to go for the megalithism, because that would be a way for me to start getting a lot of prestige, right? Find some of these megalith rocks right over here. Mine them out, go ahead and set up a few of those stones. Lots of prestige means potentially more people willing to join the colony. Get that population right on up there. 2 more children are just eaten by wolves. I wish there was an option to, like, say, hey, oh, crap, raiders, hang on. I wish there was a way to say, hey, children, never stray far from the main base, or something similar, you know? Wouldn't that be convenient? Okay, raiders are coming up in a different direction than I expected, but we are going to be able to get everyone to retreat back behind the walls. Well, what walls? We don't have walls. That's not a lot of fighters. I'm very concerned about this. Where are all the rest of my adults? Is that really all I've got? That doesn't feel like enough. I should have more than this. All right, let's go and attack. And here's hoping that we actually do okay. I've had a couple people die, sure. Killed some raiders. 5 people died? Oh my god. Dude, these raiders are no freaking joke. Hardcore mode. Ouch. Yeah, this is a huge problem. Absolutely massive problem. Fortunately, the game was nice enough to give me 3 more people to join. Well, we're back to where we were at the beginning of the video. The good news is, as we defeat raiders, I believe you also gain more prestige that way. So even though we lose some people in some of these raiders' attacks, and I'll admit, that one really hurt, we should be able to get more people to join the colony by virtue of having extra prestige. So it sort of will start to help me pick back up, as long as we don't outright die. The big issue I had there is it seems like we just don't have enough adults. Like, we have loads of children, but not a whole lot of adults that I can actually make use of. That is a serious problem. We're also going to go ahead and trade and get the well-digging technology. Is it absolutely crucial we have that? Nah, but again, it saves me another 7 knowledge points, and that's helpful. Racking up a few more knowledge points. What do we want after this? Again, I don't think that stilting is particularly helpful to me. I mean, where would I even want to have a bridge? There's no rivers here, so I think that bridge technology is basically negligible until we want the donkeys. Between the bunch of these, I guess I'm going to go for the pulse domestication, start working our way toward flax. Flax, getting some extra linen clothes and such, even if we don't end up using them because they're not very good in the cold environments, that will make for a pretty healthy trade good, if we can actually get enough labor together to actually man the fields. Which is proving to be a little harder to do than I was expecting, but that's what I'd like to see happen. Oh, 4 more people just joined the settlement. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. As we continue to ramp up prestige, it should be getting easier and easier to get people to join me in the first place. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and move on to the flax domestication. That is officially done. In order to move to the Copper Age, we are going to need 20 knowledge. The thing is, do I really care that much about pigs and stuff? Not really. But once we move on to the Copper Age, we do need to be aware that a lot of animals are going to go extinct. So if we want to get our last round of hunting in, for the sake of knowledge on, let's say, cave bears or cave hyenas or mammoths, now's kind of the time to do it. We also just unlocked a milestone, Neo Farmer. Yeah, okay. I mean, it looks pretty good. I like the little watchtower on the hill. I think it looks pretty good. Trying to learn the patterns on where the raiders might be entering the map. Usually they only come from like one of 3 directions, and you can kind of predict it from there on out. So that was nice. What milestone we just get? Neo Farmer, just all Neolithic founder crops. Wow. Doesn't feel like a massive achievement considering how easy it was, but yeah, I'll take it. As I'm playing the game, I'm trying to really watch this whole workload percentage point right here. I feel like the optimal setting is somewhere around the order of 75%, right? If you go too much above that, I think you start to get too much inefficiency where people are trying to accomplish certain goals and they're walking all over the map and they end up being less efficient over time. Right now, of course, we're seeing at 100%, but that's because it's also harvest season. I am trying to be careful never to schedule new tasks whenever I'm above 75%, or if I know planting/harvesting season is about to fire. And so far that seems to be doing pretty well for me. If it weren't for the fact that my population is constantly suffering due to, I don't know, misplays on my part probably, I think we'd be in a much, much stronger spot than we are right now. Let's set up our first round of giant freaking standing rocks. People seem to like those, right? We'll go ahead and place down at least a couple of those if at all possible. Eventually, I might decide that I want to dismantle some of those, try to salvage the megalith if possible, though that may not work out for us, so that we can build a stone circle. But a stone circle is a bit more expensive than I can possibly handle right now, so we're going to ignore that. Moving on to knowledge, I think we'll go ahead and unlock the pigs. I think I'm going to ignore stilting for a little bit. Let's see if we can get up to the 20. If it looks like I'm getting more than 20 knowledge and we're still not ready to move on to the Copper Age, then I'll go ahead and grab it. But otherwise, it just feels like it's way too low of a priority. Gosh, the problem with these megaliths is even with 4 people tied up transporting this thing around, it just takes forever to go anywhere. Ugh. Yeah, this is why I don't like the megaliths. It's such a large endeavor. If you have a lot of rocks nearby, it's convenient. But outside of that, whew, nah, don't get your hopes up. New human was born. We are now at finally a population of 25. I am so unbelievably excited to reach a very, very mediocre number of population. Woo! All right, rocks going up. Rocks going up. It looks pretty good. Oh, look at you guys with your early forms of engineering and stuff. Cave bears. It's fine. I antagonize the bears. I'm sure I deserve exactly what I'm going to get. Also, we just got a little bit of extra knowledge. I'm just trying to kill what I can while I can. Hey, you guys turn around and kill the babies. Go kill them real quick. I think it's an easy target. We are slaughtering some of our animals now, which means we're probably getting above the limit threshold that we allowed for ourselves. For some reason, it seems like animals give birth at the beginning of spring, like consistently. They always go inside the stables during the winter time. And then once spring rolls around, there's a good chance you're going to have a bunch of births. That's just how it always seems to have worked out to me. I do see some mammoths just came nearby. I've been looking for you guys, so here comes a huge group of attackers. We can kill that thing, no problem. Get this last guy, take out the mammoths. We get some extra knowledge out of that. Perfect, okay. Wonderful. So let me think here. Can I please click on something different? How many more mammoths would we need to get more knowledge? Another 4. If we can get 4 more, that's not too bad. Woolly rhinos and elasmotherium. We're very close to some more knowledge on these as well. Also a megaloceros, so I'd like to at least get these 4 groups done, if not also some of the wild horses and the cave hyenas and stuff if possible. Oh, well, hello. Hang on. Baby mammoth, I need to kill you. Pig has been slaughtered. Last pig has died. That was intentional. I didn't want to take care of said piggies. But again, now we just were able to slaughter a pig and not have to worry about hunting and traveling. It's just right here in the base. It's as convenient as it gets. I would say we could just buy the stilting technology, but at this point I'm starting to have a little trouble keeping on top of some basic resources, including tools and such. So that's probably not the best thing for me to do right now. I do think we want to go ahead and start getting some more crops down, and probably not very large fields, at least to start us off, but at least some flax over here would be probably a pretty good idea. And maybe another form of grain. Emmer? I think we could probably make do with some emmer and stuff. Nothing massive, but we're not getting nearly enough hay for my tastes. We're taking up a lot of it, trying to just keep all of our thatching buildings maintained and also take care of our animals during the winter. So having another source of that, not to mention extra food, would certainly be nice. And then flax for the potential of some extra clothing. Hello, reindeer. You guys got a little bit too close. You know, now that we are getting some wool together, we should make sure we actually get ourselves a weaver so we can start taking advantage of that, right? Haven't done that yet. Let's see. Yeah, we need to get ourselves a weaver so we'll be able to make cloth. And I'll place it down somewhere around over, I don't know, here's fine, close to the sheep pens. And then we also want to get ourselves an outfitter. An outfitter is the person who will actually turn this stuff into proper clothes. I ideally want to keep it close to some storage areas, but we've kind of taken up most of the valuable real estate, and there are hills in the way of a lot of other things, so I think over here will have to do. Okay, weaver is done. Should automatically start making the wool and linen cloth using both materials whenever we have them available. And the outfitter's about to be done, and we do want to prioritize wool outfits probably above anything else. Those are great. Super good in style, super good in warmth. Linen, not so bad during the summer. The extra style and stuff, I'm not sure how much that really matters in the end, but it is kind of nice. We apparently have some cave hyenas that want to come and attack me, huh? Really? Did we lose somebody? Did someone die? I don't know, but there's a bunch of them over here, and I need to kill a bunch of them. Oh, hello. This person's about to die. No, run, old man, run! Well, we lost an old man, but I at least do get to finally kill some of these freaking cave hyenas, so that's something. And we've got raiders. Good lord. Okay, and dogs have been killed by raiders. Oh, lord. Oh, lordy lord. We have already run into a load of them. Run! Run! Oh, God. They ambushed me. They ambushed me as I was getting my megaliths together. This is a huge group, too. We've already lost 3 people. Gosh, dang, this game is not being kind. All right, run in there and get them. Doggos, take some hits. All right. All right. Well, I don't think that went quite as bad as our last run, but it certainly was not good, was it? Frickin' heck, man. They're really not kidding around in hardcore mode. There's so many ways for your people to die, and we're already back down to 24 population. I was at 30 for a minute. It's gone now, though. Ugh, this is frustrating. Another winter survived, and it looks like a few more stragglers about to join up. There we go. All right, 4 more people. That is close to making up for what I've lost here. On the plus side, though, we are going to be able to start planting up some new crops, so I can start taking advantage of flax and stuff. We have been able to make some nice woolen outfits, so that resulted in a little bit of extra knowledge for me. I do want to make a couple more leather outfits just so we can finish off another one of those researches, I believe. Okay, so what really is missing then? Because do I want to move on to the Copper Age now or no? Still was not able to hunt all the animals that I want, partly because they're so stinking far away. But if I can just get some more muskoxes and stuff, we'd be pretty good. More tents, yes. Another mortar, fine. Wells, blah, blah, blah. The rest of this doesn't matter. All right, 2 more muskox, an elasmotherium, some woolly rhinos, some mammoths, and some megaloceros. If I can do all of that, that is all that I would want before I move on to the Copper Age. And that would let me get the copper smelting and then immediately move on to something useful like, let's say, cattle domestication. I'm also going to go ahead and just buy the stilting technology. That way we don't have this issue anymore. I don't have to worry about spending points on stilting. It's just done. We're finished with the Neolithic era. I actually can't seem to find any more mammoths or anything. And the further away we have to go from the base, the more dangerous everything starts to become. We were able to kill another elasmotherium, but in the process got attacked by a bunch of cave hyenas, and it cost me a couple more population. I don't know. The longer we wait, the stronger the raiders are going to get. I don't really think we can afford to wait that much longer than this. I think we're just going to have to live with it. And that's sad, but I think it's true. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on into the Copper Age, Dunskies, and what else do we want? Let's go for the... donkey domestication is really good. Because domesticated donkeys can pull sledges and move things around a lot faster. Also, getting the carts would be amazing. I don't really need the fruit trees right now. We're going to go for the donkeys. And if I can find some of them, that would be perfect. All right, now that we are in the Copper Age, we also need to start getting ourselves some additional resources in the form of proper metals. So let's go to, is it production? No, it's under metallurgy. Copper mines, copper mines. What color were you again? Blue? I think it's blue. Not there. Not that. Where's the copper? Ah, there's some copper up over here in the mountains. Okay, that's going to probably have to do. It's not obscenely far from the base, so we can get another couple of sets over here, actually, in the long term as well. Once we are able to get the donkeys up and running, it should be pretty easy for us to do some mining trips. In the meantime, that also unlocks a whole new set of tools that we will be able to take advantage of, but we also need to get a workshop in order to do that. So that's going to have to get placed down as well. We should also plant down at least some pulses. The reason why is right now with everything I've got between the grain and the flax, everything gets planted in the spring, and that's a pretty large harvesting job. But you get to summer, and there's really nothing to do. So if we were to plant down some pulses, which I think can be planted during the summer, that at least gives us something consistent to do over the course of the year and spreads out my food production a little bit more. So that could be nice. Lentils, for example. Yeah, I think just some lentils and stuff make a lot of sense. Let's see, can I place you guys up over here? Not really, but we'll figure something out. We seem to be having a bit of a graphical bug. Look at this. I can't see actually all the grains and stuff. They're ready to be harvested, and they're kind of flickering. There they are. Huh. Not too sure. I'm not too sure what happened there, but okay. Anyway, I think this is a good place to end this video. We have more population, but man, we are struggling to keep them. But now that we are in the Copper Age, I think a lot of those animals are going to be extinct, which means I can kind of focus my efforts on becoming more of an agrarian community and a bit more tight-knit. And because I'm going to keep all my people closer together, I think that means it is time for us to go ahead and start building out some walls and really try to get ourselves some proper defenses so we don't have to lose any more to these raiders, because they're going to keep getting worse and worse and worse as time goes on. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.